Good morning, students. I am Sainath Chaitanya, Assistant Professor in Department of ECE. In today's discussion in our microcontroller interfacing laboratory, we are going to deal with how to interface your with 8051 microcontroller with a 7-segment display. Let me draw once again the 7-segment display, whatever you are seeing there. Let me draw the same structure once again here. So this 7-segment display consisting of 7 LEDs, but the appearance of these LEDs will be in the form of a lines. Okay, so this 7-segment display is used to display numbers or numerical digits and some alphabets. Apart from these 7 segments or the 7 LEDs, there is also included one more LED here, that is dot. Whenever this dot is used for indicating the decimal number identification or decimal number indication, I am going to use the dot. And all the 7 segments or the 7 LEDs are used here to display certain alphabets as well as numerical digits here. Okay. Now, the 7-segment display, what I am using here is a common cathode configuration. It is arranged in the form of a common cathode configuration. That is, these two are the common cathodes. These two terminals are common cathodes which are connected to ground. And the 7 pins what you are able to see here are the 8 pins like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. These 8 pins are acting as an anode. So internally what its architecture will be? Its internal architecture will be like, so these are the different and individual anode terminals of these light emitting diodes. These are the different anode terminals, and all the cathode terminals of your light emitting diode are connected to logic 0, that is ground. In this way, all your cathodes of the different A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H LEDs are connected commonly with ground. This is the internal structure of your 7-segment display. Okay. Whenever a resistor is present before the anode terminal, the current will pass into the corresponding LED via the current limiting resistor. It will make your LED or light emitting diode in the forward bias condition, such that corresponding segment among all your 7 segments will be getting illuminated. Okay. Now, so I can able to get a numerical digit as well as the alphabet when certain 7-segment displays are illuminated. Okay. Now, if I would like to get, or if your 7-segment display is going to display a new number called 4, for example, 4 is the one that I need to be displayed on the 7-segment display. Then how it happens? So a 7-segment display is represented in this manner: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and this dot is represented here. So for each and every LED, or I can say for each and every segment, I am naming the segment. Each and every segment I am naming it. Like this is my A segment, B segment, C, D, E, F, G, and this is H segments. So with the help of certain segments illumination, I can able to get a numerical digit, or I can even get an alphabet here. Either of it will be represented. Now my thing is, I want to display digit 4 on the 7 segment. Now, so can we say that B segment is eliminated here, C segment is eliminated, D and E will be 0, F will be eliminated, and the G also will be eliminated, H will be 0. Okay, so as I said you that these 7 segment displays are developed or produced by the light emitting diodes, but there also existing a dot. This dot is also consisting of an LED, but in the 7 segment display only these 7 segments playing a crucial role. That is why the name 7 segment display came into existence. Okay, this dot is exclusively used to represent any decimal or a rational number. Now, so how? So I have got here 4, that this 4 is displayed when B, C, F, G segments are illuminated. Okay, let's compare to our diagram, schematic diagram here. The 7 segment display, I am having 8 pins. These 8 pins are internally hardware confined with your port P2 of your 8051 microcontroller. Each and every pin of your port 2 is connected with the corresponding segment of your 7 segment displays, right? Okay, so these P 3.5 and 3.4 are nothing but enable 1, enable 2. So when these are enabled, that means when these are logic 1, the corresponding NPN transistor will be turned on, and these two common cathodes or the cathodes are connected to the ground. Whenever these cathodes are connected to the ground, your display 1 or the display 2, that means 7 segment display 1 or the 7 segment display 2 will be coming into the action as soon as your enables are activated here or coming into the logic 1 state. So this is the theoretical description for your present experiment, and let us see how to do the programming for your 8051 microcontroller. So I can use either a normal programming technique or I can even use the SFR programming technique. For my convenience, let me use here the normal programming technique only. So the first instruction will be #include 8051.h, and next is, I am taking here normal programming technique. That means I definitely going to use a function called delay inside my program. That is why a prototype declaration is essential. After that, void main inside it. So I secure that any of the port among the 4 ports can act as an input, can also act as an output. Okay, so port 2 is acting now as an input or output. How it is acting as an input now I will explain you. Okay, that is P2 equal to, okay, now I would like to display number 4, number 5 and number 6. So according to the diagram, this is A, this is B, C, D, E, F, G. This is 4. A, okay, let me write out. G and H. Okay. So in the decimal 4, I have illuminated the segments B, C, G and F. G and F are eliminated, and B and C are also eliminated. The corresponding hexadecimal value for this one will be 66H. And for the 5, A is eliminated, next B is 0, C is eliminated, D is also eliminated, E is 0, F is 1 and G is 1, F is 1 and G is 1 and H is 0. The corresponding hexadecimal value for this one will be 6DH. Similarly for 6, 4, 5, 6, these are the digits that I want to be displayed on the 7 segment display. Now A, B are off, C, D, E, F, G are present. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. C, D, E, F, G are present. So that means the corresponding hexadecimal value for this one will be 3BH. That is 3BH. I think it is 3B, not it is 3C. 3CH. Okay. So that means P2 equal to 0x66H. Sorry, 0x66. This is the instruction you are going to feed to your port 2 of your microcontroller and keep certain time. For certain amount of time, P2 equal to 0x66. That is decimal 4, your 7 segment display is going to be displaying the decimal 4 for certain amount of time, that is offered by the delay here. Okay. Next is P2 equal to 0x6D. That means decimal 5 will be displayed for certain duration of time, that is offered by the delay, like 1 second or 2 seconds or whatever the time unit, that will be taken care by the delay here. And the next one is 0x 3CH or 3C delay again. Okay. In this way, the port 2 is acting as an input. Now, close the bracket. Okay. Now it is your job to define this function, delay function, because I have used the function call means function declaration also I have done. It is your job to define your function, that is delay. But I have also left with port 3.5 as well as port 3.4. So for this one, let me use S bit, because I can develop my programming completely by normal programming technique, or by using SFR programming technique, or a mixed style also I can develop the program. So for this one, S bit at which address location? That is port 3 is nothing but 0xB4 is enabled to. That means this address location is named as into, and the next address location is bit at 0xB5 address location is being given the name as E1, and the prototype declaration, that is void delay, I am keeping here. Okay, everything is completed. Now 4, 5, 6 will be displayed on 7 segment display. If that should be a continuous activity like 4, 5, 6, next also 4, 5, 6, next also 4, 5, 6. If this is to be a continuous activity means I just keep these entire instructions in my while loop. While of 1. Okay, open your flower bracket, and you have used 2 flower brackets, and 1 more flower bracket is also required here to close the loop. Okay. Now, hence the definition of this got completed. Now, these entire instructions you are writing in Triton IDE. Triton IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. Inside it, I am having text editor of Tritons. Inside the text editor, I am writing the instructions or the programming will be written into inside that. Now, during the build process, what happens? If any bugs are there, I am going to get a message that bugs are found, and all the things like compilation of the program happens. After the compilation, the last stage of your build process is generation of hex file, that is IHX file. Like in our Xilinx we have the bit file. In Triton will be generating the IHX file, which is machine understandable file now. So this machine understandable file is, because let us assume if this is my computer, through the RS-232 cable I am connecting to the Oasis kit. Oasis kit. Here, this is my, let me write, this is my Oasis kit. Inside my Oasis kit, I am having a microcontroller. Inside my microcontroller, this microcontroller carries 128 bytes of RAM and 4 kilobytes of ROM memory, internal memory. Okay. Now, whatever the hexa file, sorry, IHX file, the Triton IDE is generated, and this IHX file is a machine understandable. What is the machine here I am having? A microcontroller, and this IHX file is dumped into your microcontroller through RS-232 cable or a USB cable. So at this stage, my port 2 is receiving the information, that is this is my port 0, this is my port 1, port 2 as well as the port 3. Now the port 2 is receiving the information from the computer IHX or XOR or bit or IHX file. At this time it is acting as an input port, and inside my Oasis kit I have the 7 segment displays like this. These are my 7 segment displays, 7 segment display 1 and 7 segment display 2 in this manner. Okay. Now after programmed your microcontroller, whenever you are going to press the reset button, what happens? Now the port 2 which is internally connected with your 7 segment display, that means port P2 is hardware confined with your 7 segment display. So whatever the port 2 information that it is carrying is passed to your 7 segment displays. Okay. So as here you can see P2 equal to 0x66, the port 2 is carrying this information. So this information is getting connected to your 7 segment display, and your 7 segment display is going to display decimal 4. Similarly 0x60 is like this information present in the port 2 of your microcontroller. I can able to see 5 on the 7 segment display. Similarly for the 3C, if P2 is carrying 3C amount of information or 3C information, the 7 segment display is displaying decimal 6. In this way the port 2 is acting as an input port, and the port 2 is acting also as an output port. So this all happens provided under the condition when E1 or E2 equal to 0. That means this enable 1, enable 2 both at a time can become 0, or E1 equal to 0 or E2 equal to 1 or E1 equal to 1 or E2 equal to 0, depending upon your requirement. You can make the board of your 7 segment display to be in active state, or you can make either of your 7 segment display to be in active mode. Okay. Now E1, E2, these I have taken in the S-bit format in the programming. So before starting of your while program, if I want the same information to be displayed on both the 7 segment display, what I will be doing here is, as soon as I start my void main program, E1 equal to E2, yeah, let me write here this one, E1 equal to E2 equal to 0, sorry, equal to 1. This is what I want to keep. After completing this E1 equal to E2 equal to 1, that means both my 7 segment display I am making it to active mode. After this, the while loop I am starting here. Okay. So at a time I can see here 4 4, at a time 5 5, at the same time 6 6. This is the information that I can able to see. So this is the how to do the programming by using a normal programming technique, such that the 8051 microcontroller is getting interfaced with the 7 segment display, and after that you can develop certain applications, like if I assign you some assignments like display all the prime numbers between 1 to 100 prime numbers, you can develop this on your 7 segment display, and display all the even numbers less than 50 or 100 even numbers less than 50, or all odd numbers above greater than 50 also you can display on your 7 segment display, and display all the numbers from 0001 up to 99 on your 7 segment display. Like many number of assignments can be done in this concept. The only thing you must be perfect is programming. That means you should be very good at C programming. Once you are good, you can able to develop, or you can able to execute different assignments. So this is the discussion on the 7 segment display. let us move to the hardware part now. Okay, thank you for the day.
Our programming of our 7-segment display, the program which we have written on the board will be used to be dumped on this Oasis kit, and as we know that this Oasis kit is having port 2, port 2 of our microcontroller is being connected to both of our displays, that is 7-segment display as well as LCD, liquid crystal display. So simultaneously we are going to give those two of them to this LCD and 7-segment display, so we need to differentiate them. So for that purpose we are using this switch, slide switch here. So S2, which is called as S2. So here you can see LCD, which is written over here, and 7-seg, which is also written over here. So simply slide this thing to 7-seg, so that our port 2 will be connected to our 7-segment display. We have already dumped that particular program, this 89V51RD2. So simply you can see the change here. We have changed this 7-segment display to this one. So if I slide this thing to our LCD, you can see simply this is being suppressed. So if we slide this thing to 7-seg, you can see the program is running quite simple. And here we have used our port 3.4 and 3.5 simultaneous to enable these two. And these are the transistors which we have drawn in our circuit diagram, and which is BC547 transistors. And that is the code which we have dumped into our microcontroller.